Imagine being the most famous woman on the planet, generating hundreds of millions of dollars for global brands, yet not having the legal right to buy your own coffee or see your own children without a stranger's permission. For 13 years, Britney Spears wasn't just a pop star, she was a corporate asset trapped in a legal loophole that stripped her of her very humanity. It was a prison made of paperwork, and the most terrifying part, the entire world watched it happen in real time while nobody said a word. Welcome back, I'm Dan. Today we are unmasking the terrifying reality behind the Spears conservatorship, a case that proves that in Hollywood, your own family can become your warden. If you believe the truth behind these celebrity empires should be revealed, hit that subscribe button now. This is the investigation into the 13-year nightmare that almost broke an icon. The content of Spears' testimony was shocking. She described the conservatorship as abusive, likening it to sex trafficking. Her claims were not merely emotional outbursts, they were chilling revelations of a life lived under constant surveillance and control. Spears alleged that her father, Jamie Spears, who had been her conservator for most of this time, thrived on the control he wielded over her. She revealed that she had been prevented from making basic choices about her own health, including the decision to have her IUD removed, a disclosure that drew comparisons to dystopian narratives like The Handmaid's Tale. This was not just a legal issue, it was a clear violation of her rights as a human being. As she spoke, it became evident that Spears was not just addressing the court. She was addressing a broader societal issue that has plagued women for generations. The very fact that a woman who had headlined global tours and grossed millions could be deemed incapable of managing her own life speaks volumes about the systemic biases that exist against women, particularly those in the public eye. For years, Spears had been the subject of relentless media scrutiny, often portrayed as a cautionary tale rather than a person deserving of compassion and agency. Growing up during the pop culture explosion of the late 90s and early 2000s, I, like many others, watched Spears evolve from a teen sensation into a global icon, yet her transition was marred by the same forces that would ultimately seek to control her. The media and the public consumed her image voraciously, celebrating her talent while simultaneously tearing her down. The narratives surrounding her life often focused on her appearance and relationships, rather than her achievements and artistry. In essence, Spears became a product to be marketed and manipulated, her worth measured by her box office success rather than her humanity. The conservatorship that enveloped her existence was not just a legal arrangement, it was a manifestation of a collective societal failing. It exposed how easily women's lives could be commandeered, even when they demonstrated extraordinary talent and resilience. Spears' case serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of women's autonomy in a world that often prioritizes control over compassion. As she recounted the years of working tirelessly, performing 7 days a week without breaks, while being labeled incapable of caring for herself, it became clear that the legal structure designed to protect her had instead become a mechanism of exploitation. The reaction to Spears' testimony was immediate and widespread. Fans rallied outside the courthouse, holding signs that read, "Free Britney." Social media buzzed with support, amplifying her voice and the urgency of her plea. It was a moment that felt like a turning point, not just for Spears, but for the #Free Britney movement as a whole. Activists had spent years fighting for her freedom, often dismissed as conspiracy theorists, but now, the truth of Spears' suffering was laid bare for all to see. The emotional weight of her words reverberated beyond the courtroom, igniting conversations about the treatment of women in entertainment and society at large. As the dust settled from her testimony, it became clear that Spears was not just fighting for her own freedom, she was shining a light on the broader issues of women's rights and the often misguided perceptions of mental health. Her story resonated with countless women who recognize the dangers of a system that too often infantilizes and silences them. Spears articulated a desire, not just for her autonomy, but for the recognition of her humanity, encapsulating the frustrations of many who have felt marginalized or controlled by societal norms. Reflecting on the implications of Spears' testimony, one cannot help but consider the ways in which her experience mirrors those of countless women who have been subjected to similar injustices. The legal system, often touted as a protector of rights, can also become an instrument of oppression, especially for women who dare to defy societal expectations. The very structures that are supposed to safeguard individuals can turn against them, creating a chilling effect that silences voices and stifles autonomy. As we process the events surrounding Britney Spears, it becomes evident that this is not merely a story of a pop star's plight. It is a cultural moment that demands introspection and action. It challenges us to reconsider how we view and treat women in the public sphere, urging us to dismantle the systems that allow for exploitation and control. Spears' case has become a rallying cry for those advocating for change, igniting discussions that extend far beyond her personal narrative. As we move forward, may we carry the lessons of Britney Spears' journey with us, her courage to speak out, to reclaim her narrative, and to demand her rights serves as an inspiration to many. The fight for autonomy and justice is far from over, but with each voice that joins the chorus, we move closer to a world where women are not only heard, but respected as equals. I'm Dan. If you found this investigation into the legal prison of Britney Spears intriguing, please consider subscribing for more deep dives into celebrity stories and untold Hollywood scandals. Thank you for watching.